T stands for teachable. You got to be able to learn and understand that you don't always have the answer. So to be teachable is to basically sit back and understand that you got to learn from other people. You may have had the floor at one point. You may have been the leader at one point. But guess what? You're never too old to learn. You're never too young to teach. So in order for you to be successful, the word T is teachable. You have to be teachable in every moment. Not every time that you do something, you know all the answers. Sometimes you got to have a mentor. Sometimes you got to have to be teachable in every situation, in every moment. But if all you do is you think that you know it all, you lose the actual opportunity to grow and learn. So I'm asking you to be teachable. I'm asking you to learn. I'm asking you to understand what's being given to you. I'm asking you to take the opportunity to sit back and listen. Listen, you was given 2 ears and 1 mouth to listen more than you speak, because it's for you to be teachable. To be teachable, to learn the situation. See, to be teachable, and when it comes to sports, it's for you on the field to understand that I don't know it all and the coach does. He's going to put me in the right position. To be teachable in the classroom is you may feel like you know the ins and outs of how to run the classroom, but the principal has a different outlook. To be teachable in your life is to listen and to be guided more than you actually try to step out and do it on your own. You have to be teachable. And the reason why many of us don't become successful as we should is because we're not teachable. We feel as if we know it all. But in order for a team to be successful, in order for you to be successful, is you have to be teachable. You have to be willing to let go of your guard, of you feel like you know everything, to allow yourself to gain the knowledge by being teachable. Having a mentor to teach you, having a friend to teach you, having someone younger to teach you, to learn the situation and not act like you know it all. See, that's how you become successful. That's the first step, is the T. It stands for teachable. You have to be teachable in situations, because if you're not, you don't grow. But if you do, you're able to grow. So I'm going to ask you to do something. I'm asking you to be successful when it comes to a team situation. You have to be teachable. You have to allow yourself to not take what you already know, but allow yourself to listen to what's going on. And listen with the intent to learn, not the intent to reply. That's how you become teachable. That's how you become able to grow and move on to the next level. It's the T, and the T stands for teachable. So in your life, whether it's on the field, whether it's in the classroom, whether it's just anything in general what you have going on, you have to learn to be teachable in a situation and not act like you know. I remember one time, man, my coach, he told me, he said, hey, do you know what you're getting? Do you know what we're doing in cover 3? I said, I know what I'm doing in cover 3. He said, but do you know what the people behind you are doing in cover 3? I said, yeah, I know what they're doing in cover 3. Because, of course, I played Madden a few times. I played the video game, so I understood what was coming and what was given to me. But see, what I didn't understand is that I didn't understand their mindset of what each linebacker, which safety, which corner was doing. And so I thought I knew what I was talking about. And since I thought I knew what I was talking about, when it came down to the decision in the game, I lost. Because I didn't understand that me doing my job is a setup for the person behind me, for the setup for the person behind me. And it wasn't until the coach told me, listen, you don't have all the answers. I've been here before. I know this. All I'm asking you to do is I'm asking you to listen to me. I'm asking you to be teachable and listen to what I'm saying. Because if you can listen to me and you can gain the knowledge, you won't just become the student, you'll become the teacher. And so the example that I'm giving you is that if you only know what the student knows, you're only going to be the student. But when you know what the teacher knows, you can become the teacher. And only how you as a student can become a teacher is you have to be teachable to each situation that you're in. See, in football, I had to be teachable. I had to learn formations. I had to learn how to play defense from every aspect of each position. I had to be teachable, because if I wasn't teachable, I wouldn't be able to do it. And see, when it came to the classroom, I was a kid who couldn't read, write, or speak. And if I wasn't teachable, I would be still the same kid who couldn't read, who couldn't write, who couldn't speak. But when I became teachable, I allowed my teachers to help me. I allowed my teachers to show me the right way. And I became the first one in my family to go to college and graduate because I was teachable. A kid who had dyslexia, I was teachable, but my dad wasn't teachable because my dad to this day still can't read, but I'm teachable. I allowed those classes to teach me something. And what they taught me is they taught me that I can continue to push, I can continue to grind, and I can get to where I desire to go, but I can't just put it on me. I gotta allow others to pour into me. When I allowed them to pour into me, when I allowed myself to be teachable, when I allowed myself to listen more than I spoke, I was able to grow and move forward. And so I'm just telling you, when it comes to teams, every team faces it. Every team have a player on the team who feel like he's not teachable, and that person becomes a cancer. But when you're able to listen and you're able to grow, you're able to be teachable, and you're able to be successful. So for me, my example is that I had to face that I didn't know it on the field. My example, I had to face that I didn't know it in the classroom. I had to face that, and when I finally faced it, I come to realize and say, you know what? I got to listen more than I speak. I became teachable, and me becoming teachable made me successful. So that's the same thing for every single one of us. If you want to be successful, you got to be teachable. You got to be willing to learn. You got to be willing to listen more than you speak to give you opportunity to grow.